Welcome to my doll families. My name is Lucia. I'm an adult doll collector and crafter. Today's featured families are cousins Ingrid, Astrid, and Teresa. The mint-colored dress was made by my grandmother Estrella along with some other outfits, and the white and the turquoise outfits I found at a thrift store along with a bag full of other crocheted items. Here I have Ingrid with daughters Una and Helga. Here's Teresa with daughters Sigrid, Olivia, and Yvonne. Then I have Astrid with daughters Freya and Isla. This is another crocheted outfit that I found at the thrift store. I found this bag of lace at the thrift store and knew I'd be able to make some outfits for Skipper and Stacie and Chelsea, but this last ribbon is the one that caught my eye and made me want to buy the whole lot. I like the way these outfits turned out for the Chelsea and Stacie sized doll. This was probably my favorite outfit for the two different sized Stacie dolls. To make this blue outfit, I just got the blue ribbon and glued this lace to it, and then that becomes her skirt. I put the Velcro dots on it, and then that secures it. Then for the top, I did exactly the same thing as the bottom, but then put the two straps on it, like this, glued them on so that I didn't sew anything. And then place her arms through here. Also put the Velcro on this. And then she has a top and a bottom. Then for these, I did the same thing, but if you see the Stacie one, it has more lace. The lace is longer. It goes all the way down to here. So then for this Stacie one, I just cut off all this lace so it would be a shorter skirt. And did the same thing, put the ribbon underneath and then put the Velcro in the back. Now, what's different is I turned this upside down, and that became her top, or this one's top, since that one doesn't want to open. Okay, so I just flipped it over, cut off all the bottom lace, flipped it over, and then that becomes the top for all three of these. Or actually, well, I do have 3 dolls, but all 3 of them. And then with this one, there happened to be a smaller version of this lace. So here is the longer version, which I used for the skirt, but then there was a smaller version, not as long, and then I just turned that one. Oh, I didn't turn it upside down. I thought I had. The same with this. I don't know why I didn't do that. Maybe I forgot. Oh, no, I did do it with the Chelsea one. I turned it upside down. So this one may have been the first one, and I didn't think of turning it upside down. But then this one, I did turn it upside down. Here I did not glue the lace to the skirt, and that way I could use this outfit as 2 different outfits, with and without the lace. This doll is from a series of dolls, and this one particularly is Jo from Little Women. This is a scrapbook paper that I had left over from years ago, and I thought would look nice in the tea room, but I was going to cut off the side of it. Here I've already cut off all the wording and then just glued it back together. This is another scrapbook paper that I found, and I thought it had a nice title for the tea room, and I could probably hang some hats there. Here I have different hats displayed on the wall for the dolls to choose from. I used the pieces from the Teeny Tiny High Tea set, and then some other pieces that I had. The stand was at Target years ago, and now I see it at thrift stores all the time, so I ended up buying one. I placed this Barbie table under it to make it a little taller, and this is what it looks like. I found this Easter egg, and I liked how it was clear and had two separate colors, and I want to make it into a cloche. Now I've decorated the stand with Easter goodies in the tea room. This is a cute miniature shelving unit that I found at the thrift store, and on the back it shows you that it was usually meant for hanging. These are two lipstick holders that I'm using as risers for the shelf and also to display cups and saucers. I put all the teacups on the shelves, and since it's spring, I also decorated with little touches of spring throughout the shelves. These little white bags are normally found in gum containers, and then I just pulled them out and put the stickers of the bunnies and the eggs on them, and then the girls can take them home with candy. I had these 3 round Barbie tables of different heights, and then I found these 3 doilies that would be perfect as tablecloths. Here I've decorated the smallest table. This would be the medium-sized table, and this would be the largest table decorated for the tea party. I also found this rectangular table, and then I think this might be handkerchief, but it looks like it could be a tablecloth also. This is from the teeny tiny dessert display. Also was too short, so I got an acrylic stand to put under it to give it some height. Here I have the stand with all the sweets on it. My cousin's grandmother-in-law, Judith, crocheted these for her wedding shower, and little did I know I'd be using them so many years later in a Barbie video. These chairs by Olive Avianca were my inspiration for this video. I thought they turned out so beautiful. I found these 3 different sets of chairs at the thrift store on different occasions and thought they would be perfect for the tea room. Here I've started painting the chairs, which took several coats of paint. I got a sheet of paper and I just not really traced, but dented the paper all around this oval so I could have a template. And from there, I made this template, but it was quite large, so I had to keep on cutting it until it was the size of this. I needed some kind of cardstock to be able to make the ovals so that they were sturdy, and I just happened to have bought some socks, so that's what I used to make the ovals with. Here I'm drawing the ovals that I cut out to place on the chairs, and here they're cut out and now they're drawing on the chairs. This is another chair I came across and decided that I could use it in the tea room and started painting it and went ahead and put the cushion also. Here are 3 of the chairs with different colored pearls around them. I wanted these chairs to be a little more whimsical for the little girls. So here I have the trim that I used for both of the chairs. And I had gotten this with the whole batch of lace. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this trim because I didn't think I'd be able to put it on an outfit. It was a little thick. So it was perfect because that way you can't see like the paint job that I didn't do so well with. It hides the beautiful paint job or lack of paint. So this was perfect. And I thought maybe I could use this in another video because it kind of looks candy-ish. I might use it in a ice cream or candy shop. I ended up making 2 different kinds of chairs. Let me know which one you like best. It's all right if you don't have a hat when you arrive to the tea room because they have plenty of hats to choose from on the wall, and the girls and mothers were each able to find a hat to wear. Here the little girls are picking out which hats they want to wear. During the springtime, it's have tea with your bunny, so all the girls brought their rabbits with them to celebrate. Bianca, the owner, is passing out treat bags to the girls. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell for future notifications.